Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe?
What's up, guys? Welcome back. So as you guys seen in the time lapse, you guys see me working in the engine bay. I was training myself and ended up putting the shirt on because yeah, that shit hurt with just a tank top. So in this whole time, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been in the garage back and forth for like the last couple of days, about a week or so, until I finally got work done to the car. I've been sitting here procrastinating on situations to turn back on it, being truthful. If you guys watched previous videos where I was working on it, we did the manifold install, and you guys seen that the manifold was interfering with the brake lines and also the heater lines and also the battery location. My thing is this, and I would like to hear you guys' opinions. Do you guys feel that I should just go back to the log manifold? Because the log manifold worked perfectly fine, no issues, no back pressure, and it made really good power. The car on the dyno made 630 horsepower, and Armin said we could have made more, but we were on a stock block, and right there, we're risking it. That was 24 pounds of boost on a log manifold, which I currently have the highest horsepower rating for that manifold right now. And I would like to make more power on it, and honestly keep this car as a full street car. Still race it at the track, and keep it as a show car. The other dilemma that I had was that I was trying to chase a number on a new manifold. Trying to make 750, 800 horsepower, which the motor is capable of doing. But in that, I'm gonna have to do a lot more work. Relocating the brake lines, removing my heater core, removing the battery location, putting it back into the bumper, which I don't absolutely enjoy. I hate it because I've had issues before, and if you guys seen the old videos, my relay would pop and cut off all the power. I was just having issues. Having it in the original location was absolutely amazing. So at this point in time, I'm kind of leaning towards putting the old log manifold on, just re-cleaning it up, Cerakoting it, taking away a little bit of heat, refabricating the small things like the downpipe and stuff like that. I can always refabricate because I do have that material here. But at the end of the day, run something that I can still be joyful of having my heater, because I do drive this car to cars and coffees, meets, shows, etc., and even racing. And it's good to have a heater so that way you can help cool down the car. Turning on your heater, the fans come on, and you're good. So at this time, I'm just kind of a little bit stuck in a zone. But I would like to hear you guys' opinions. Should we just keep it the way it is, put a log manifold back on, run the same turbo, redo a couple more stuff, redo the charge pipes, make it a lot cleaner, because a lot of the stuff in the engine bay is getting replaced, and I would like to clean it up and make it more appealing to the eye. But either way, guys, let's go ahead and get back to work. I got to remove the inside cab harness for the conversion harness for the hybrid racing one, and also the dash, the S2000 one, as we are running FuelTech now, and that comes with its own cluster. So another update is the harness should be done here in a couple of days. It was actually supposed to be done yesterday. The guy failed on the deadline, but he did reach out to me, but again, deadline isn't finished, and he did not keep his word. So that's something I'm just talking to him about right now. So harness should be here in the next couple of days, and that way when I get it, I'll show you guys on that, and I should have it by the time we end this video. guys, that was a little harder than expected because looks like one of the rib nuts freaking got caught and it's stuck. So on that plate. So that's something else I gotta figure out now. Man, what else is wrong? Either way, that plate has to stay there, so I'm probably just gonna have to figure out a solution to pull it, I guess, from the inside, grab it with the piece of vice grip so that way it doesn't turn, and see if I can turn it out and unfree it. So I'm gonna wait for my son to show up. He'll show up in a little bit. I'm gonna leave that the way it is for now because we do got to remove that. Either way, I have to remove it because I can't leave that there. I'll put another rivet nut in it if need be, but as far as that goes, it can't be like that, man. I cannot leave it like that. So next step, pretty much everything is out here. I gotta end up pulling out the S2000 cluster next. So S2000 cluster is coming out next. Alrighty guys, so I got it removed without my son here. I just had to get a pair of some vice grips, hold it onto the riv nut. I gotta remove that riv nut still, but it's all in there. You can see vice grips holding onto it. So I'll remove that, replace it. Either way, I gotta use it again because we still gotta use that plate to cover up that hole. So I gotta find a plug, a washer, the rubber bushing to go onto it so we can cover it up and I can just leave it there because the new harness that I got designed is going to be coming tucked on this side, coming to the frame rail to wrap around this way, and it's going to go into here, which we're going to have to remove. We're going to have to move this power cable to the fuel pump, move that inside, relocate it from there, bring it back this way, and it comes up here. So, and then this other one right here is actually powered to my radio. So I'm assuming, you know, because we're having issues with the inside harness, that has to be swapped out too. So it is what it is. I'm okay with it. We're just making a little bit of progress. So now let's go ahead and continue to removing the S2000 cluster and getting all that ready for the FuelTech. Son of a bitch, bro. So this cord right here is something I was having an issue with to the harness here. I had to plug this in to the conversion harness for it so that way it would work. I'm not sure what was going on with it, but it can easily be repaired because I made sure that you can still use the harness. Maybe it's my chassis harness from the firewall, this piece here, that is messed up. I just didn't know what was going on. So me and Wireworks had to go into the harness and try to figure out which pin was which one here and go through it and just run the wire straight to it, which is to the conversion harness. That way it would read RPM because it never ran mile per hour. So hopefully with the FuelTech we don't have that issue. I'm not certain, I'm not sure what's all gonna happen with that, but I'm hoping, and I mean I'm hoping that we don't have that issue. So yeah, S2000 cluster is gonna go for sale because I'm not going to be using it, and we are going to go ahead and put in the FuelTech at least now just to mock it up because I want to see what it looks like inside the car. FuelTech, got the bezel, got it with the nano, so all that is here. Literally it's just waiting for this damn harness to arrive, so or we'll pick it up so that way we're locked in when it comes down to the harness. Gotta figure out what's the best way to route all of this stock harness because it's one of the issues. But this is pretty much how it's gonna be mounted, I'm assuming. Let me find Let me find some hardware so I can get it mounted into its correct location, and that way we can go from there. That was a small little time lapse, but yeah, it's in. I just gotta make some mounting brackets because the tabs here on the dash on the inside are broken, so I just gotta fix them, throw some adhesive on there, kind of form it. Now I can drill a hole to it, and now it'll handle it, but that can wait until after. So now FuelTech and the Nano is in. Either way, it still has to come back out because we still got to route all of the harness that kind of needs to come into the chassis. I'm still unaware of what happens to all of the pieces here because of all this. You know what I'm saying? Signals, turn switches, all that I need to figure out. I need to talk with him to see how that fucking works, being truthful. So yeah, I mean, next thing is just to wait till the harness comes, and hopefully that's tomorrow. Hopefully I get that. Hopefully I get a phone call today to see what's gonna happen and if we get it back. So I'll give you guys an update tomorrow, but as far as right now, this is all I can do because I'm still contemplating on removing that turbo manifold and putting my old log manifold back on. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I probably will make a decision by the end of this video, but we'll just see how things goes, guys. So we'll see you guys then. Alrighty guys, so today is a new day and I ended up picking up some wheels for my son. So you guys will see this probably first compared to this video, but I did pick up some other wheels for my son. It's going to be for the silver sedan. Picked these up for $1,000, brand new R888s, 225/50s. They're going to be too big for the car either way, I know that for a fact. And the main reason why I did it was that way we can go ahead and keep these tires for my Mugans or for another set of wheels that I want to run, or I might just run these like this. I mean, they're for my son's car, but they might just end up going on my sedan. Being truthful. So yeah, so I picked these up, 225/50s and RPF ones. They're 15x7s. $1,000 wasn't a bad price. They just needed a little bit of cleaning. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so as you guys seen on the last clip, we ended up picking up some new wheels. New wheels were thrown on to my son's car, the Silver Surfer, and we got it fully lowered on Max Premium Rods T7 coils. So this is completely done for the time being. Still looking for a few parts, mud guards. I'm also looking for a few other little parts off and little ends in here and there. One thing I do want to change out, or I need to change out if anybody has one, is a 96 through 98. I'm not sure if you can use 99 2000, but 96, 98 headlight harness. I need the front pieces because the connections for the headlights are actually kind of fried out and they've been melted, so from improper installation of headlights. So I'm not sure what happened there, but that's how I got the car. I do need to fix that, but the car overall is looking very well done. Lowered eBay SR style lip, so I wasn't going to spend $500 on a lip or a plus, you know what I mean, because they are expensive. And I have the same lip on the Domani also, just I had to modify that, and it doesn't look exactly appealing, but for the far naked eye it looks pretty well. So just like this lip does, actually lines up a lot better on this OEM bumper. But yeah, aside from that guys, I've also picked up the engine harness finally for the car. The gentleman that made it was Firmworks. He is here local. I decided to keep it local because I didn't really want to wait a long period of time. And working with Jason Whitfield, he ended up helping me out because the car was supposed to be going there for fabrication. So I ended up paying Jason for the work that was going to be done to the car. But unfortunately, we ended up pulling back out because after really thinking about the whole situation of the car, I didn't want to turn it into a race car. And putting the cage in this car, I felt like would take away that whole street look, especially having a 6-point cage go all the way through the back of the speaker pods and everything else. It would have been dope to have, you know, just throwing in a roll bar, which I plan on doing. I just didn't want the bars to come to the front of the doors, you know what I'm saying, being tucked in like all the way up here, and I didn't want it to get tucked into the speaker pods. I really didn't want to cut back there, and I didn't want to go through here to take away the accessibility of it because the way the cage actually has to go. So he said that we would have to go through this section back here, but I figured I'd honestly change things up and leave this car a actual street car, which was the plan of this car. So again, we got the engine harness finally. It's been 4.5 weeks or so since we made the agreement. The engine harness was supposed to be done in 3 weeks, which was supposed to be the whole plan of everything, but this guy did not keep his promise. We paid full price for it, and it honestly, it kind of turned into like a hectic thing with us. But I don't want to get into the whole details. I'm not going to get into all that. At the end, the engine harness is done. We have it, and hopefully everything is done and done correctly. This harness is designed to run against the frame rail on the passenger side and tuck over the EP3 style pulley. So it's supposed to be getting bolted over here, come up to the side, and everything should get connected over here. We did add a CAN bus connection to that. We also ended up adding a quick disconnect for the coil plugs if we can remove it as a whole. There's just a lot of things that we did to this harness to make sure that we would have the comfortability instead of having to do things different, right, in our own way. So hopefully everything works out to the best. The next step for this car, and I finally come up with the decision, is that we are going to be removing the heater, the brake lines, redoing those, and also removing the AC, because there is no AC on the car. I don't need it. I can survive with 4 windows, 440, whatever you want to call it, that Dana calls it. I can survive off of that. But again, losing the heater is just one thing I didn't want to do. But I think we should be okay, because I've really never had to use it, especially even the car getting hot. I've never had to turn that on and use any of that section. So at the end, I'm okay with losing it, because again, I came to that conclusion. I thought about it. I've never had to use it, and we'll be perfectly fine in the situation that the car does overheat. It does get a lot of ventilation. We do have 3 fans on it, so it should cool down pretty well. So there's things that I'm going to be working on here and there. In this video, I'm not really going to be going any further than this. Just giving you guys a quick explanation of what we need to do, what I got ready, so that way we can make progress on the next. The next thing that I really want to work on to is swapping out the intake manifold, start working on getting all that lined up so we can start working on the charge pipes for the new intercooler setup, get the new get the new blow off valve put on, and make sure everything is dialed into the T, because I'm also going to be doing the fuel lines on this one. I've kind of been debating on certain things to do, and I kind of want to mix it up a little bit. So a lot of things are going to get changed in this. A lot of this will get utilized into another car that we'll be seeing, or not seeing, but talking about in the next couple of videos, because I am keeping I do have my eye on something, and I'm trying to see if I can make that happen. I just don't want to pay the full amount that they're asking, because it does need a lot of work. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think and what you guys look forward to for this car. But yeah, with that being said, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.